While The Mandalorian Season 2 trailer looked awesome, we still have some more questions than answers. One of them being the location of fan favorite and new addition Ahsoka Tano. But where exactly has she been all this time? In this video, we'll run through the facts and take a look at the theories as to Ahsoka's location and how she'll tie in with The Mandalorian and what that means for the show. So let's jump into light speed and head off to a galaxy far, far away as we return to the land of Star Wars. For The Mandalorian fans, anticipation is high for the upcoming release of Season 2 of the show, especially after the release of the latest trailer. But one thing we're yet to establish is the presence of a new character joining the show, Ahsoka Tano. Clone Wars and Rebels fans will be very familiar with the character, who has gone on to be a fan favorite on the animated shows. But this will be her first foray into the live-action world, with actor Rosario Dawson reportedly cast for the role. Her appearance hasn't been officially confirmed for the show, but it is highly likely that we will be seeing her in Season 2. But who exactly is Ahsoka Tano? To fans of the animated shows Clone Wars and Rebels, you'll know that Ahsoka was an apprentice to the former member of the Jedi Order Anakin Skywalker, but left just in time to survive Order 66 and the Jedi Purge. She quickly became a fan favorite, and audiences were relieved to see her again in Star Wars Rebels, where we learn that she is a Fulcrum agent and is feeding information to the Rebels. She even goes up against her old master in an awesome matchup, wielding her double lightsabers in epic combat. Her last appearance was in Clone Wars, but other than that, we don't really know too much about what she's been doing and where she's been. That makes us wonder how exactly she'll tie into the world of The Mandalorian. Ahsoka was born in the year 36 BBY, while The Mandalorian is set roughly 5 years after the Battle of Endor in Return of the Jedi, making Ahsoka roughly in her mid to early 40s, the same age as actor Rosario Dawson. So, we know her age, but what has she been doing exactly in those last 5 years? Well, when we last saw her at the end of Rebels, she was setting out on a new quest along with Sabine Wren, a Mandalorian warrior who is part of the rebellion, in order to find her former apprentice Ezra Bridger, who has been MIA for some time. We don't know how that quest worked out for Ahsoka and whether she managed to track down Ezra, but we imagine that that is how she's occupied some of her time for the last 5 years. This could mean that Mando and Ahsoka just accidentally cross paths with one another, and that's how Ahsoka joins the show. Another option is that she returned to the home of the Jedi. In the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer, we learn that Mando must take the child, or Baby Yoda if you prefer, to the home of the Jedi, or enemy sorcerers as Mando sees them, so that he can be with his kind. It's unclear where exactly that is, but it is possible that Ahsoka traveled to the home of the Jedi, and that is where Mando and the child will find her. Either way, she is more than likely to be the kind that the armorer was referring to, and the one that Mando is searching for. But how will she work in the overarching plot? Ahsoka is more than likely going to take interest in the child, especially with how familiar she is with the Jedi Order, and she will probably look to take him under her wing. At this point in the story, she is a more than capable and confident Jedi Master and will definitely have the capacity to train. The child could then make up for the apprentice she lost in Ezra, or be a second young Padawan. But is Mando likely to give up the child that easily? We know he cares just a little about him and that he's not shy to fight for him. And seeing as he doesn't exactly trust Jedi, how exactly will that work? If Sabine is still with Ahsoka, that may help, as she is a fellow Mandalorian and could help build a bridge between the two. But it's still unlikely that Mando will just hand him over like that. But he will probably eventually cede and allow the child to join up with the Jedi. One theory doing the rounds on Reddit, though, suggests that Ahsoka has a much deeper tie to the child than you may think, and it goes all the way back to Clone Wars. In the Mortis arc of Season 3 of Clone Wars, Ahsoka arrives with Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi to a mysterious planet that has links to the Force. There, they encounter a family who all embody different aspects of the Force. A father who represents balance, a daughter who represents the light, and a son who represents the dark. In the arc, the daughter ends up sacrificing herself to save the father, and the father kills himself to strip his son of his powers, leaving Anakin to to kill the sun and restore balance to the Force. What happens to Ahsoka is what makes this interesting, as she is corrupted by the dark side and the sun, but the Father gives her his life energy to break the power of the dark side. This could potentially now make her the mother, with the child being just that, an embodiment of the light and dark side of the Force. But for balance to be kept intact, Ahsoka will have to die. This could explain how Ahsoka ties into the series, as well as what she has been doing in the last 5 years, creating the child and providing balance to the Force. For now, we'll have to see, but either way, it's safe to say that Mando and Ahsoka won't get on like a house on fire. So what do you make of this theory? Are you excited to see Ahsoka and The Mandalorian? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel today for all things Mandalorian.